Hello all, and welcome to Chreos Gaming. I am starting something new. Specifically, I am starting Final Fantasy. So I started it already a little bit, but ended up accidentally not recording it. So, gonna start again, which means naming characters again. So what I'm gonna do is use the standard character names that I have for different characters, and I'm gonna borrow one of Abilin's here. Basically, you have 4 characters that you can pick, but you have more than 4 classes. You have 6 classes. So Warrior can use a wide array of weapons and armor. Thief nimbly runs circles around opponents, which I don't know quite what that's supposed to mean because you all fight standing in a line. Monk specializes in bare-knuckled attacks. Black Mage damages opponents with black magic. White Mage supports the party with white magic, and Red Mage is proficient in both black and white magic. But for right now, I'm just gonna stick with... Oh, that means... Hold on. Yes, you could run a party of all the same class. Like, I wouldn't want to, I don't think. I think you need the balance, but that's really interesting. Yes, please, I want to begin with this party. The world lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die. The seas rage. I'm used to the seas raging when the winds are active. Maybe it's unrelated.
That's what makes it unnatural.
Ah. The earth decays. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear, and in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. Right, so, it gives me introduction to the various controls, which is nice to have. So after playing Evoland and seeing how utterly frequent random encounters were, I decided I kind of wanted to try a real JRPG and see to see whether or not the random encounters were that frequent, and 2, just kind of to play through one, because I hadn't really. I've played Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo, but that was the extent of it, and it's not the same thing, really. There's similarities, but it's quite a bit different, I think. Well, I haven't played one, so who am I to talk? Anyway, I got the impression it was different. So that's part of why I'm playing Final Fantasy, and then I picked Final Fantasy just because it's kind of a classic of the genre, and so I wanted to check it out. Now, again, this is my second time in this section, so I know that up here I can get to the castle, and I'm going to just run around and talk to the various people of the castle. As you can see, as I move left and right, the mini-map is moving. I'm not revealing things, even though it kind of looks like Fog of War on the edges. It's just that what I can see is moving. All right, if I talk to the guard, he says, "The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. Could it be? All right. And then in here we have somebody with pink hair. Oh.
My sister. I want my sister.
Okay. Something about her sister missing, apparently. And then Abby Lynn was able to tell me that the way you get into this building, because I couldn't get into it from over there, was to walk around. And this guy, I think, says the same thing. No. Her Majesty is overcome with grief. She's shut herself inside her chambers. Please, try not to upset her. Nope, gonna go try and upset her.
I am Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please, please bring my daughter, my Sarah, back to me safely.
I was wondering about that. So she says the same thing after you talk to the king and he tells you to go find her. And I was just curious whether she would say something different before you've actually agreed to attempt to help. Garland was once the greatest knight in the kingdom, but power consumed him and he lost sight of who he really was. Okay? And then the person...
Please, please save Lady Sarah.
Okay. And another guard. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. Could it be?
Don't go up the stairs yet.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try and figure out how to, but I think you have to come through those other doors. Like, there's no path to him. Unless it's coming down from the other side. I'll go run around. Because yes, I would like to try and figure out if I can talk to the wizard-looking dude. But I don't know if we can get to him. Because I don't remember there being...
There's more than one, I think.
Oh, there is a path here. Okay, cool. Well, I can at least talk to this one. Our ancestors sealed weapons within this treasure room for 400 years ago. Then they gave the key to the Elf King to hold until the coming of the Warriors of Light. Oh, okay. Apparently there's stuff in a treasure room. Our ancestors sealed weapons within this treasure room 400 years ago. Then they gave the key to the Elf King to hold until the coming of the Warriors of Light.
Can you go in? Oh, yeah.
This door has been secured with the mystic key. As has this one. Okay, well then, apparently that's something to strive for. Go find this king, Elf King, and you can have cool weapons. Maybe? Like, that seems to be what they're going for. I wonder if they change the weapons based on what character you select. Or if it's always the same. And I won't know that unless I play through with other characters. Okay. Excuse me, sir. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. You must see the king at once. Okay. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? And the crystals are displayed. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, and do not fail me. Okay. I didn't walk around and look at stuff before, so... They've got... I don't know what these are supposed to be. There's statues, obviously, but I can't tell statues of what. All right, if I talk to you now, you say... The dancing girl in town knows many odd bits of information. If you find yourself astray, try talking to her. She may know something that can put you back on course. Oh, so my whole bit about I need a quest log, she's apparently the quest log. The warriors of light have come at last. How long we have waited for this day to come. Garland is no longer the man I once knew. I beg of you, please return my daughter to me quickly. Okay. I'll try. Oh, I don't have to go downstairs. Oh, okay. What do you say, sir? Our reports say that Garland fled north with the princess to the Chaos Shrine. Yeah, that's what the king said too. I'm assuming he's just reading your reports. And there's nobody there. Okay, so that is the entirety of the upstairs. That's fine. So I've talked to everybody in town. Wait. Oh! The arrows are, this is an exit, and that's a transition in direction, but okay. I had not recognized that at the beginning, which means that the little dots are then, this is something you can enter, potentially? Yep, because there's a big arrow at the bottom. All right, this is making some sense. Okay, so I do not need to rest, but these 4 guys are basically your tutorial. I would be most happy to teach you about equipment. Would you care to listen? Yes, please. Equipment can be split into 2 categories, weapons and armor. Equipping a weapon will increase your attack rating. There are 4 types of armor: shields, helms, gloves, and body armor. Any armor you wear on your body, including armlets, is classified as body armor. Shields are held in one hand, while helms are worn on the head. Remember that the weapons and armor you find won't do you any good unless you equip them from the main menu. Selecting Optimal will automatically equip the strongest weapons and armor in your inventory. Okay. If you need to know about items, you've certainly come to the right person. As long as you're here, why not here, eh? It never hurts to carry a lot of potions, antidotes, and the like with you. Stocking up on items in advance will help you conserve your magic for the times you need it most. Now, let's move on to sleeping bags, tents, and cottages, shall we? These splendid items allow you to restore your hit points and magic points. You can only use them outdoors, though. In addition to these traditional items, certain pieces of equipment may be used as items as well. The only way to know if a given piece of equipment has a use is to try it out, so experimentation is key. In course of your travels, you will come across unique items that are known as key items. Some key items have an effect when used in a specific location. I'm going to have to create a notebook or something, I just know it. Would you like to tarry for just a moment to hear about monsters? Yes, please. There are many types of monsters, and different types have different weaknesses. Finding a monster's weakness will help you gain the upper hand in battle. For example, aquatic monsters are susceptible to lightning. Casting thunder on these monsters will deal particularly heavy damage. Some weapons are also more effective against certain monsters. Okay then. I've been known to give quite the lecture on the use of magic. Interested? Yes, please. There are 2 schools of magic, black and white. White magic is comprised of healing and defensive spells, while black magic spells are of the offensive variety. Each level of black and white magic contains 4 distinct spells. However, any given character can only learn 3 of the 4 spells of a particular magic level. You can use the Forget command to wipe your memory of any spell you've previously learned. If you want to relearn a spell you've previously forgotten, you can do that too. Try to choose a combination of spells that works well with your fighting style. Okay. And then you don't actually know any spells right off the bat. So for example, I come here and she can't use magic. She can, it's just she doesn't know any spells yet. So spells end up being like equipment in that you have to purchase them. And there's 2 vendors, one for white magic and one for black magic. So I am going to pick up Cure so that she can heal stuff. I'm also going to buy Protect so that she can increase defense if that happens to help. Since, you know, what is it? An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure or something like that.
Something like that.
And then here, I'm going to pick up fire. And then I will also pick up sleep. What is focus? Lowers one's enemy's evasion. Oh, okay, that's cool if you're having trouble hitting. And thunder. I don't know what I'll want. I mean, long term, maybe I end up picking up focus, but for right now, I'm trying to do a bit of monetary savings. I should talk to people in town, too, though. Excuse me, old man, or wizard, or whatever. Sage Lucan said something about finding the crescent moon. Then he just up and left town. Oh, okay, so that's the guy who made the prophecy, I think.
Yes.
Gotcha. See, when I talked to him the first time, I thought that was the guy who kidnapped the girl.
Oh, please, you must rescue the princess.
You guys say anything different now that I've been... The king truly believes in Lucan's prophecy, that the warriors wow, I can talk. That the warriors of light will come to save the princess. Okay? And then over here, well, I'll talk to her first. Maybe?
Maybe. Please rescue Lady Sarah.
This is like a chapel or something, and this guy, when you talk to him, says, there are none in need of my services. Do not lose heart, brave warriors. So I think he has, like, resurrection, because I died a number of times, but I never actually brought one of the dead guys back to him, well, downed guys. I once lived far to the east of here, in the harbor city of Provoca. These days, I hear it's turned into a pirate's den. Okay? This then ends up being consumables. And so there's potions, which restore hit points. Oh, wow. High potions restore 150. Restores 1 magic point for each magic level. Oh, that's interesting. Then antidotes cure poison. So I think right now, my best bet is not to worry about consumables, but to focus on gear.
Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? Hee hee.
Oh, she says the same thing. Okay. I was just curious. Let's take a peek at your reflection in the water. Ugh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It still says the same thing, but I haven't been in a fight yet. Restore the crystals to Grace. Who's Grace? How do I give them to her? It's a well. It looks like you could climb inside, but you can't. Really. Wonder if that changes, though. Okay, so equipment's fairly straightforward. You come in, and if something improves someone's stuff, you can see if they can use it. Everybody right now is just wearing clothes. So I'm going to buy some leather armor and some chainmail. And then you can actually equip at the shop, which is helpful. I'm just going to optimal. And then I can sell the clothes that they're not using anymore. So that's pretty nifty. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all he has, because there's no other pages that he has. So he's just got that. But those will help going forward. And then there are better weapons that I can get as well. Talking to this guy. So the nunchaku, I'm assuming, is used by the
monk.
But the rapier will be better for both of them, so I'm going to buy 2 because they're only 8, so sure, why not? And then the hammer is better for her, so I will buy that. And then I can equip them. Go optimal again. Did she equip the hammer? No. There we go. That was weird. I thought I'd hit optimal and it didn't equip anything. Alright, and then I can sell the 2 knives that I'm no longer using and the staff that I don't need. And then that gives me the equipment. Now, the question, do I need to worry about cure poisons and stuff? I probably, let's see here, how many gills do I have? I have 185. Nope, not the, I feel like I should at least have 1 antidote. because I'm assuming that poison can continue to affect me after combat. Oof, but I can't afford a tent. So what I'll do is probably run around town a little bit. All right. So what I did, or what I was working on before, an antidote each seems high. I'll just do 2 antidotes. We'll see what happens. Okay. So as I was saying, the reason I didn't, well, as I was saying, I ended up trying to run around. My goal was to basically try and get to level 5. And basically, so I can run up here and I will just get into fights. So each character, you can select an action, and there are multiple pages of actions, but I don't know what defend does. So far, I've basically just been attacking because I figure it's better to get the damage out, but the possibility exists that I ought to be having my magic users defend instead. I'm not sure. But there is next level in 10 points. And when someone goes down, if your party levels, that the person who is unconscious does not get the benefit. And then the other advantage is you can assign all of your attacks to one enemy, and then if that enemy goes down, they just automatically roll the attack into a different target, which is very nice. There are some games that do not work that way. And I'm running up this way because there's higher level stuff, or there's stuff that's worth more experience. I'm assuming it's the same. Uh-oh, I'm ambushed. And the armor is doing its job because he was definitely taking more than 1 damage. I guess I could have tried to put them to sleep. There are a number of them, but I think I'm actually okay. Oh, hey, one of them fled. Okay. Hey, miss. Though I kind of want to see what the animation for fire looks like, but I'm not going to get to this time. For all I know, there isn't really an animation. Hey, level up. And then when they level, you don't pick anything. It just kind of happens. And then they get increases based on... I don't know what it's based on, but I know that Trahern didn't get luck on his first level last time. I thought it was like strength, and maybe he did. Maybe I thought it was the rogue that did. Drolan got strength, stamina, and luck. I know Drolan didn't get stamina. So I don't, like, it's gotta be random somehow, or related to what you've done. I'm not sure. Lyneth gets strength and intellect. I don't know that strength's very useful for her. I also don't know what stamina does. And then Thel gets intellect and luck. I need to see if I can find a manual for the game, I think. And this is where I need to go, but there is fights in there that I am not prepared for. So that's why I'm basically just going to run around up here and kill some stuff to try to get level 5. One of the things I have not decided is what it's going to look like to... Like, how do I segregate videos? From the last recording, I know I can't do it by quest. I am not going to get enough experience and be high enough level to be able to survive in that dungeon in one video. So I can't get the quest to rescue the princess done. So I may have to do it based on time, or I have to pick kind of arbitrary, what do you call them? Milestones to consider myself having to have been completed whatever it is I'm doing in that video. And so that will be one of the things. I also haven't decided whether to keep combat in or whether to accelerate it like I was doing with Evoland. Right now, all I'm doing is selecting attack and the characters are attacking, so there's really no strategy involved, but I don't know if it would be worthwhile to keep it in if there are decisions I'm actually making and like strategic choices that have to be considered. Oh, hey, this is a different tile set. Cool. Different characters, too. I don't know that the wolves are... I wonder what determines the number of hits. Because the rogue every now and then is getting 2 hits. I wonder if that's what the running circles around your enemies meant? Is like he's faster and so he can get multiple attacks on his turn? Oh, hey, lots of them. So the... yeah, see, that was a waste once he'd hit it, so that's something I need to keep in mind. That's kind of a problem with selecting the same enemy with everybody, is if one does a little damage, and then another guy that does a lot of damage hits that same one, you've kind of wasted some of your damage. Oh, skeletons. Okay. That have green feet? Are they wearing shoes? Oh, okay. That was confusing. I am going to run an experiment. I'm going to step in here and then immediately step back out. Yes, there is now a dot on the map saying, hey, this place was a place you could enter. So it doesn't show them as you approach them. It only shows them
once you've entered.
Once you've entered. The other thing that we realized in the last video is you can see that they have really high hit points, but their total hit points or max hit points is kind of like much higher than it seems like I've taken the damage for. And it seems like that's well, it does not. It seems like when you level, your max hit points increases, but your current hit points doesn't. Even if you're at max hit points, the hit points just stay where they are. And so it's necessary, even after leveling, to rest to be able to take advantage of the new points you have. And I'm pretty sure that's the case with either magic points or hit points. But I haven't really looked in depth at magic points. Yay, level up. Okay, 94, he gets intellect. Yeah, he doesn't need intellect. Drolin also gets a little intellect. Everything goes up a little bit. Lyneth gets strength and luck. I would have rather had intellect, I think. And then Thel gets intellect, that's what I want him to have. I need to find out whether or not... Am I level 4 now? Yeah. I need to find out whether or not... what do I need to... Oh, I need to see if I can find a manual. Next level in 90. That's going to be a little while. But I feel like I need to be at least level 5 to engage with those zones.
And rested.
Preemptive strike. Yes. I will go back and rest when I am feeling like... Oh, wow, only 6. Okay. She did 22, though. I need to get a better weapon for him. Speaking of, what? 17, 14, 27. You know what? If I'm already talking about resting, let's go ahead and use one of her points to cure Drolin and one to cure Bell. And then I can keep running around and fighting. Although I should start heading back. Well, I need to get closer to the next level worth of points before I head... Oh! A Black Widow is outside this time. I found them inside last video and I wasn't... Oh, okay, 48 kills there. Good to know. Is it... Can you tell whether it's splitting the XP? I think it is. Like, it says 30 XP, but that's 30 XP between them.
I'll pay better attention this time.
Oh, okay, so the blue guys take more than... But 30 is 30 is definitely enough to kill the regular goblins. I already knew that.
Yeah, because that's went really fast.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot.
It was 13 for each of them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So this will take... Oh, hey, 2 crazy horses. I also wonder if there's a speed stat. I should pay attention to the stats, maybe. Actually, that would be the reason to find a manual, is to find out what the different statistics do, because... Okay, so 126, yeah, next level and 35. But if I get a decent fight like that one, then it might be... Now, the other thing I don't know is, am I in a leveled zone? Or, because I'm higher level, am I fighting higher level stuff? Now, with 3 goblins, it doesn't seem like it, because the goblins are pretty low level, but Black Mage is doing more damage per hit. So, oof, but that was only 18 XP. Yeah. So I don't know what determines whether I'm going to fight 3 goblins, which is way too easy now. It doesn't give me the... Well, he only did 7 that time. Huh. I'm not quite sure what... Because he, like Black Mage, killed 1 in 1 hit last time. Because he did like 13 damage. Alright, next level in 27, but that was only 18, which means divided by 4, around 4 XP each. Give me more wild horses. Or crazy horses, that's what they were called. It seems insistent that I have to fight goblins. That might be because of where I am. Like the zone, like what you're running around in, because I'm running around in the forest. Let's see. So if I run around in the... I don't know if this is supposed to be water or... Nope, same goblins. Okay.
But it does look more like a wetland.
Yes. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay. But I've got to get 19 more experience each to be able to call it good. Hey, another wild, or the crazy horse. Which really does look like it's just a unicorn, but for some reason they decided to call it a crazy horse. Hey, that was good. Now I only need 4 XP each, which I can probably get just in the fights that are going to occur on my way back to town. As I get back to town and there are no fights. Okay, fine. Hey, preemptive strike, which I'm pretty sure is like a surprise round in D&D, which means all of my people go without them getting to go at all. Okay. Hey, level. Nice. Okay, so I am now level 5. Take that. I'm going to come into town here. Come over here. So you can rest in town, and resting is only 30 gil per night, whereas the things that let you rest out in the world are more expensive. So the services in town are cheaper, but you have to come back to town to use them. Which makes sense. The convenience of being able to do it out in the wilderness. Now the trouble is, you can buy the sleeping bag and stuff from this guy. How many gil do I have now? 558, not bad. So what does Remedy do? Cures ailments except stone and KO. Okay. The trouble is that these are one-time use. I'm hoping that the cottage is not. I'm hoping that the cottage is permanent. But the tent and the sleeping bag... well, actually, I don't know about the tent. Now,
It's only partially restores.
Yes.
And then the cottage does everything.
Correct.
So maybe it is a one-time use, which would be sad.
It would be. I mean, the whole point is you're supposed to go back to town, maybe? I'm not sure. But I'm going to save my money. I don't mind having to make the trek back to town. Do you say anything different now? Nope. She doesn't. Okay. Well, with that... Oh, the other thing I have found. I cannot save in town. You can only, like, do a full... You can quick save in town. But you can only do a full save when you're in the overworld. Which is interesting in its own right. And I'm overwriting my old save where I'd only made it to level 3 and died, like, twice. But I'm doing better now with, like, having a little bit of understanding. But I don't know if level 5 is going to be good enough to get up there and, like, actually get to the boss. Or if I am going to die terribly again. We will see. For now, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking the channel image in the center of the video. For more of this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. For more videos from this channel, to the right is a recommendation from the algorithm. Thanks all.